everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be teaching you guys how to solve triangle problems with tangent. Note that these triangles are not to scale, so let's start. So for this triangle right here, we need to solve for x. Alright, so first thing we need to do is inspect the triangle, see what they've already given us. So we can see that they've given us an angle right here that is 79 degrees. They've given us another angle that is 90 degrees, and we know this because they gave us the right triangle icon right here. They gave us another angle with theta. That is usually what they use for a missing angle or an angle that isn't given. And they gave us this side length, which is 95. So we need to solve for x. So the first thing we need to do is solve theta. And this is super simple. So according to a triangle rule, it states that all three angles in a triangle must add up to 180 degrees. So we need to make sure that 79 plus 90 plus theta is 180 degrees. Now we can set up this very simple equation is equal to 180 degrees. Now we need to add up these two because they are both natural numbers, and we will get 169 plus theta equal to 180 degrees. Now we can move this to the other side, so we can just get theta by itself. So theta is equal to 180 minus 169. And now if we plug this in, we will get 11. So theta is equal to 11 degrees. So theta here is 11 degrees. Alright, so now that we have solved for theta, the next thing we need to do is solve for x. And so we will be using tangent because in order to find this x, we will need to use this and this. And now if you're confused already, let me quickly explain. So there is this mnemonic called SOHCAHTOA. Alright, so this stands for sine equal to opposite over hypotenuse. I'm just writing it in short. So what we are doing is that opposite and hypotenuse, they are sides. And so if we take theta, alright, we need to find the opposite, which is this, and the hypotenuse, which is this. And now, this is not a good idea because we don't know what the hypotenuse is, and in order to find the hypotenuse, we need to find x. Because this is a right triangle, we could use the Pythagorean theorem, but we don't know the other side, and that would be just a lot more work. So, sine is not really a good option. Next, we have cos. Cos is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And now if we take this, we will see adjacent will be this one and hypotenuse will be this. A quick error that many people make is that they don't know the difference between the hypotenuse and the adjacent side. So the hypotenuse is always just the hypotenuse. No matter where your angle is, hypotenuse stays as hypotenuse. The adjacent one is the angle that is what I call usually touching this angle. So we see that two lines make up an angle. So this one here is the hypotenuse, and this one here is the adjacent side. Alright, so for this one we have adjacent and hypotenuse, but we did not find hypotenuse, so that is not a good idea. The last one that we are left is tan. Tan is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. And now we have opposite, or not opposite, this is opposite, and this is adjacent. Now we already have 95, and we already have 11, so this is a good one to use. So let me just erase these. We will not be needing them because we're going to be using TOA. Alright, so let's solve this. So the first thing that we're going to do is plug in theta. And now we already solved for theta and we got 11. So what we're going to do is tan 11. We just need to recreate this equation equal to opposite over adjacent. Now here, I think to make this a little understanding, let me put tan theta equal to that. So tan 11 is equal to opposite, and opposite right now is x. So we will have x over adjacent, which is 95. These are side lengths, not angles, so make sure of that. And now we have a good equation that we can solve. So the first thing that we need to solve is tan 11. And unless you are some sort of supercomputer, you are not going to solve that. So I have a graphing calculator beside me. You could just use any calculator. Tan 11 will give us the following: 0.1944. It's 0.19438, etc., but I'm just rounding. Equal to x over 95. Alright, now in order to get x by itself, so we want gibberish equal to x. This is what we want in the end. And to do that, this is just very simple algebra. What we'll need to do is multiply 95 on each side. That's what we have to do. So if we do that, so I'll just make this a lot more clean. 1944 equal to, what, actually times 95 equal to x. So this is x, but we can solve this. So let's multiply by 95 to get our answer, 18.4661 equal to x. So this, my friends, is the answer to this side length. So x is equal to 18.4661. Thank you for watching.